Okay, so here this afternoon, this evening with Dave Ellis. How you doing, mate? All right?
Good, you?
Yeah, good, thank you very much. So let's jump straight into it. I believe you're a level 4 referee. So what sort of football does that allow you to officiate at?
So I'll referee Sussex County Prem, and I'll be assistant referee on the Bostik South and Bostik Prem as well. Been lucky enough to do a Conference South game as well a few years ago, which was a great experience.
Superb. So what's your schedule like as a referee? Is it like a Tuesday, Saturday, or is it one game a week, 2 games a week?
It varies depending on when the season is, the weather as well. So Saturday 3 o'clock, and it could be a Tuesday or a Wednesday midweek, depending on where we are in the season.
Is that too much for a referee, or is it just about right? Do you think you could take more games on, or is it a matter of you'd like to do a few not as many games, or is it just about right?
No, I enjoy it. I think the level we've got, the amount of games we get is good. I think we get the schedule a month in advance from the FA and from the Sussex County. So yeah, we know where we're going a month in advance, and we can close dates if needed for work or personal things.
I see. So it's all based around your work schedule as well, your full-time work schedule.
When you're free, but you obviously try and incorporate football into your life as well.
Okay, so let's just skip back a few days. You ran the line at the Sussex Senior Cup final at the Amex, Brighton versus Crawley, a huge spectacle in the Sussex football schedule. How was that for an experience? Is that the most memorable game you've been a part of in your career?
I mean, it was great. I mean, 2 professional teams, one being in the Premiership. It was a great experience being at the Amex in front of 1,500 people. A lot of supporters from both teams there, professional players. Harry Kuehl, the manager for Crawley.
I bet it was a bit almost like a dream come true,
Yeah, it was good. It was a great experience, getting the kit, meeting all the other match officials. We've all worked really hard this season to get where we are. So no, it was a great experience.
A huge achievement, a massive game to be involved in. I guess they don't just pick names out of the hat for a game like that. You have to be chosen, and you have to be at a certain level in your referee career. Can you explain to anyone watching this and myself what the journey's like from that day you decide you want to become a referee to the day you get to be involved in such a big game like that?
Yeah, so you'll go on a referee's course. You'll have about 8 weeks training once a week in a classroom based, just learning the theory of it. Then after that you do an exam, go out and do 6 football matches and get observed by other referees as well.
So that's your level 1, or does it start?
Starts level 10, so
level 10.
So you work your way down. You get to level 7, so you'll be doing park football, etc.
How many hours is involved? Is it like you have to reach a certain amount of hours and then you skip to the next level, or is it you have to take an exam then you skip to the next level?
So you get observed. So you'll do football matches. Someone will come and observe you. You have to meet the certain criteria: match control, application of law, positioning, etc. And you get assessed on that, and go down from there. Get your level 6 down to level 5 as well, and then you do assistant refereeing, run the line on some games, county games. Laws of the game test as well is involved.
Okay.
So you have to pass.
So quite a lot of paperwork as well.
Quite a lot of paperwork. Administration's a huge key thing. You got to get your admin right as well as your on-field actions right as well.
So for someone that has, like myself, really no idea about how you level up through the ranks and stuff, do you have a different level in your career for being a linesman, a fourth official and a referee, or is it all included in that one level? If that makes sense. Do you have to take different tests for being the linesman than you do if you're in the middle?
No, because if you know the laws of the game, if you're referee or the assistant referee, you should know every single law of the game. Okay. So if say the referee got injured, and the assistant referee needs to step on to the field of play and become the referee, then he's going to have to just take control there.
Makes complete sense. So let's keep focusing on Sussex football. And before I get onto this next question, this isn't a dig at referees at all, because I'm backing you lot 100%. Without you, the game don't get played, and I think you deserve all the respect in the world for jumping the middle. I watch a lot of games every week, and I very rarely hear comments like the ref was unbelievable today, he was different class. It's more along the lines of the ref had a stinker. That's the common conversation that I hear a lot of the time. From your experience in Sussex football, do you think respect towards referees is an issue in Sussex football?
The FA Respect programme has developed well over the last few years. There's more awareness, got the respect handshake, etc. before the game. I think that does work well for teams and get players on side. Football's a game of opinions, so not everyone knows the laws of the game as they should do. But yeah, the referees go out there. We try our best. We're 3 teams out there, and we want to be the best team, and go from there.
Well said. I like that. you got to strive to be the best team out there. I like the way you said that.
Yeah, we all take pride in what we do. We all love what we do, and we don't go out there to cause any frustration or anything like that. We want to be the best team out there and leave the field of play with no one talking about us.
Okay, so let's actually just talk about being out on the pitch and when you're doing your job. When you come across a player that's really angry, he's just fuming at himself, a player on the other team, or it might be a manager, or he might be mad at you, what is your reaction? What tools do you have to try and calm that player down or manager down? Is there any training that the FA provide to help you in them sort of situations?
Well, you just bring the player over, you try and keep cool, calm, collected yourself. If you can bring the captain over as well, it could be a great tool to have. And just explain your decision, keep cool, tell him this is what's happened, let's just get on with the game, get the game restarted as soon as possible. If it's a manager on the sidelines or an assistant manager, substitute, whoever, just go over, keep cool yourself, don't raise your voice, don't get angry like them, explain your decision, try and nip it in the bud there, and we'll move on and just get the game restarted as quickly as possible.
Brilliant. I guess obviously getting the game started as quickly as possible is probably the best way to just get someone, from being in a position where they're very angry to then just focusing back on the game. Is that what you tend to do?
Yeah, of course, because players want to move on themselves. I mean, they want to get the next tackle right, the next header, they want to get that next pass right. So yeah, players want to move on themselves. It doesn't last forever.
Okay, so let's go to match day. You wake up on Saturday morning. What is your game day prep like as a ref? How do you mentally prepare for the fixture at 3 o'clock?
So depending where we're going, if it's a long trip, we might get picked up at 10, 11 o'clock. Quick breakfast in the morning, get out, kit's already done from the night before. Get out, get to the ground for about 1:30, meet the assistant and the referee if we haven't travelled together. Go in the clubhouse, quick drink, meet the board members, etc. If there's an observer, we'll meet them. All go onto the pitch, pre-match instructions, check the pitch, check the nets, etc. And the referee will deliver his pre-match instructions of how he would like the game to be officiated, so your level of involvement in the game. Go in, team sheets, check the balls, get changed, warm up, and then get in for about 10 to 3 and get ready, focused on the game, and ring the bell and we're out.
So that sounds like a huge list of things that you need to do that a lot of people probably wouldn't have ever even thought about when it comes down to game day. So one thing you touched on there is the assessor. Is that right? The assessor.
Yeah.
When do you get notice that an assessor is actually going to be at your game watching you and grading you and your performance, or do they turn up randomly?
No, so an observer will come to the game. He'll let us know he's going to be getting to the ground or whatever for about 1:30, 1:45. He'll make himself known.
So you wouldn't know before the day?
You will know, yeah. He'll send an email or a phone call saying I'm coming to watch you, etc.
Okay.
He'll turn up, meet and greet. He'll want to hear the pre-match instructions, etc. Or why to do things a certain way.
Is there obviously a lot of added pressure when you know there's an assessor there?
No.
Any other game?
I don't think any referee I know or in Sussex or wherever changes their game because of an observer. I think we just go out there and deliver the best performance we can to the best of our abilities. And if that's something the observer is happy with, then happy days.
Something, from filming a lot of games and being in the stands, a lot of comments that are directed towards the field are, you're only doing that because the assessor's here, observers here and stuff like that. Do you feel like referees are more strict to the letter of the law when there's an assessor at the game, observer to the game? Or do you
we all go out there and we'll do it to the best that we can. Like I said, there's 3 teams out there and we always strive to be the best team, whether there be an observer there or not. It doesn't impact on our match officials' performance. We just do the best we can and get the game done and go from there.
Okay, so coming away from Sussex football, a big talking point this year is the introduction of VAR. What are your thoughts on the new technology?
I think it's fantastic. It helps the game. I mean, we've seen key match incidents. The ball can be over the line by millimetres, but it rules out human error, and it's only aided the game. Everyone, it's no controversy. If it's in, it's in. If it's not, it's not. And it's been a big help.
There's been a lot of media and attention surrounding the flaws within VAR. Although the stats, I read a Sky Sports article that the percentage of accurate decisions has increased, and I think it's just under 99%. But the other day in the A-League in Australia, there was some like the software crashed or something, and the ref couldn't access one of the angles and made the wrong decision. So it isn't 100% proof. With the stakes being so high in the game now, with not the amount of money involved in the game, people having a bet on the game, do you think it's ready for a tournament like the World Cup this summer?
Definitely. I mean, football's huge. I mean, it's going to be watched by millions of people. and if it's going to make that key match decision right, the ball going over the line, because there's not a bigger decision than a goal.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, I think it's absolutely massive, and it's work. It's been proved, trialled, and tested. I think it will work.
What about for decisions like, you know, red cards, cautions, stuff like that? Do you think it has the same effect?
Potentially, maybe in the future. I think for now, you know, it's working well with goal line technology. But who knows in the future what could happen.
One major criticism is the amount of time it takes to come to a decision. A lot of people say it kills the flow of the game. You know, it's just not the same game with these big breaks. It's more like American football. What are your thoughts? Do you think that, you know, over time technology will improve and the decisions will become faster?
Of course, technology is always developing. I mean, look, a few years ago we would never have goal line technology. So you know, what's going to happen in 5 to 10 years' time? It's quite exciting. It's exciting to be a part of. So yeah, we're looking forward to the future and seeing what technology can bring to football to aid the development of the game.
Okay, so thanks for your time again, and looking to wrap this up. If you could give, you know, not just one piece of advice, just some advice to a newly qualified referee, you know, when did you start your refereeing?
I started about 9-10 years ago now.
Yeah, okay, so rewind the clock back to then. If you could give a bit of advice to a referee, what would it be? Would it, you know?
Just keep going. Watch as much football as possible. Local park, local you know, schools, etc. TV. Try and get to as many games as possible. Learn from experiences. If you've had a bad game, a bad decision, know why you've had that bad decision, and try and learn from it and adapt. And just don't give up. Enjoy it. Enjoyment's the most important thing out of refereeing. So just enjoy it. Go out there, smile on your face, enjoy it, and no, just keep going. Don't give up.
Brilliant, Dave. Thanks for that, and good luck with your refereeing next season.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Bye bye.